Strings are immutable. Do more Python practice with strings. Strings are immutable. What that means is that you can't make changes to it. So if it's immutable, you can't make changes. What we want to do is we want to add m to the beginning of a string and then print the string. Well, the string I've chosen is carried man. I put the string in parentheses. If you remember, the count of the string starts with 0 at C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the space, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if ever you want to check the length of the string, you just use lang and string, right? And I'll say that equals length. And then I'll just say print length. And let me run the code. And it says the length of the string is 11. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters in the string. So the length of the string is 11. That's just if you want to check the length of the string. It's a quick program. Quick coding. So what we really want to do is we don't want to check the length of the string. We want to add m to the string. So let me get rid of that. We know that the string has 11 characters long. We'll see why that's important in a minute. But first thing, it's immutable. So string is immutable, cannot be changed. So it can't be changed. You can go in and change the actual string here, but otherwise it can't be changed. I can't just say add m to the string. I have to create a new string. So we have a new string. String new is equal to, now what I want to do is add m. So I got m, and I'm just going to put a plus sign. Now what am I adding m to? Well, I want to add m to the beginning of the string. But what I'm not telling you is that I want to replace C. So I want to change, I want to change C to M at the beginning of the string. So I know I'm going to need to access the string. Now what part of the string do I need to access? Well, we know we have the string as an object, and we have this item which is an M. So we want to take only the part of the string without the C. So what we're going to do, if you remember from last time, if we just take that part, it should work. But let's find out what that part is. What does that mean? Does that mean we're going to only use the part of the string that's after index 1? Well, let's see. We're going to print new string, or string new, to find out what we get when we do that. Boom. We get arrayed man. Perfect. We get the string without the C. Exactly what we want. And remember from last time when you were slicing, and this is a slice, so we slice after index 1. Actually, we slice after index slice starting at index 1. So if you slice starting at index 1, right, we know that index 0 is C, so we also know from the slicing that the first indice is always included. So we want everything starting from index 1 and after. And that's what we need. Right? But we don't just need that for array demand. We need that add an M to it. So let's do string new. String I'm going to do string with M. Okay? And string with M is going to be equal to, we're going to take the M and we're just going to add it to string new. I wonder if that'll work. I don't know. Add it to string new. But can we add it to string new? Remember, this is, strings are immutable, so let's see what happens. Nothing. Oh, we didn't print string new, so let's try that. Let's also print string with that. Okay. Print string with them. Whoa! That actually worked. It actually worked. Wow. So, because the strings are immutable, I didn't change the string. I added M to the beginning of string new. And string new, as we know, is arrayed man. So when you add M to string new, it becomes married man. That's kind of cool. That is one way to do this. Now, if there's one way, there's got to be another way. Now here, I add string new, and I'm saving it. Here, I added string new, and I cut the string to make sure I knew what it was, and I just added M to string new. I wonder if there's another way to do it. Well, let's see. Let me make a few changes here. I'm going to move that right here to make it neat. And I'm just going to move this one up here. All right, so that's one way to get it. Let's see if there's another way. Now, I know how to do this string. So what if I just use, we're going to call this string, I'll just call it string M. And we're going to take M, and what if I add M to just the string part here? String. What if I add M to that? Now I'm going to print string M. Now, will that work? Let's see. Whoa, it's the same thing. Now we know that the first thing we printed, because Python goes in order, the first thing printed is string with the slice starting at index 1, but starting and including index 1. So index 1 is A, and we got arrayed man. Now we go from carried man to arrayed man. So now we said, well, we're going to take string 1 with M. We're going to take M and we're going to add it to string new. And if we add it to string new, I think it's concatenate. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Concatenate. Concatenate. So this concatenates M to string new. And concatenate meaning it's going to add it to it, right? And concatenate is going to add it to the front. So we also found that we could bypass this section altogether and just take string M and make it M plus the string not concatenated, the sliced string starting at index 1, which also includes index 1, and put it here and create a new string. So as long as you're creating a new string, you can make changes to this string. And you go from carried man to married man. Carried man. Another, if you're, again, familiar with Python and the origin of Python, you'll get that reference. Carried man. And that's pretty much all you need to do to concatenate to a string. Secret, create a new string. You can either create a new string variable here with your slice and then concatenate the M to the slice, creating a new string with M. Or, as we do with string M, you can concatenate what you want to add to the beginning. It's going to go to the beginning of the slice string and come up with the same answer. That's pretty interesting, because if someone says to you, hey, concatenate go to the beginning of arrayed man, you could do it. You just replace it here with go, right? And now let's see what happens. Go arrayed man. But you get the same results. H. Let's try H for fun. Harried man. Heavy. Okay, that was bad. But you get the idea. Strings are immutable. So when you want to make a change to a string, you've actually got to create a new string. Thank you, and see you next time.